And what this guy's doing is, you know what? We could do it both in the club so that we can pimp and disrespect the CL. We're also going to do it internationally, and these boys are doing it internationally. So, you know, this is something that people made a mention of, and I thought, you know, I had to give a comment on it, was, because I kept saying that, you know, Madrid for me has been, I think, player of the tournament so far. And there's a video about Madrid that I'm going to be dropping very soon. And I thought Isco, who I predicted would have a very good World Cup, has really began to really ball and really raise his game. Marcelo has been doing his stuff. Cristiano has been scoring those goals. And you look at, say, what do all of those players have in common? Real Madrid. So Real Madrid have really been stamping their authority on this competition. And if you thought that, okay, 3 Champions Leagues in a row, they've sort of gone over the hill, not so much. So I just think that, you know, when you're thinking of, okay, Lopetegui coming in and he has to pretty much change everything and revitalize and just, you know, bring in new stuff, he says to that, does he really need to do that much stuff? Because first of all, you got a dude in Modric who is balling. I mean, this guy is literally holding Croatia, really setting the tone for them, dominating games and really pushing them forward. And Modric is showing that now, man, there is nothing that I see from your boy Luka that says that this dude is really declining. Then we've got Isco. And the thing about Isco is this, is that I think he's a guy where you should really try and tweak your team to suit him, because this guy is that talented. I really believe this is one of Spain's most talented players. You know, because again, Iniesta is the guy, Xavi is the guy, I don't know about Raul, but I just think that some of the stuff that Isco does, his footballing ability is off the chin. And I think I did a video on the pattern where he has to be given a greater role for Spain. And I think that Lopetegui should look at Isco and say, wait a minute, why don't I really build my team around him? I really build my team to suit him and really try and cater the team for him. Because I think there have been times where Isco has been criticized, I think unjustly, because he's not that kind of player. He's a different kind of dude. So he's not fast. He's not that direct. He can't be used on the counter attack. He's much more of a skill-based player who's much more of a playmaker. So I just think that, you know, and a really good one like that who is extremely skillful. I told you, man, Verratti is still in the sunken place because of him. Isco put him in that flipping sunken place. And for Cristiano, he's still getting G's. He's still getting G's. So there were talks about, oh, he has to decide the way he wants to do it in the summer. And I think with Lopetegui coming in, people were thinking that, all right, maybe you bring in Harry Kane, Aguero, Mbappe, also so forth, and that's the end of Cristiano's era. But I just think that this World Cup has shown that he still has that goal-scoring instinct. And when a guy is still that good at scoring goals, and goals do win games, you know, maybe you have to think twice about trying to sell him and let him go, you know. And I already told him, man, Marcelo, I still believe is one of my top 3 players. Hopefully, I don't know how serious the injury is. I hope that the injury is not serious, because Marcelo is needed for Brazil. Marcelo is fully needed for Brazil. But I just think this just goes to show that, you know, we have to really address that topic as to where does this Real Madrid team lie, because I'm looking at how these players are playing internationally, because these guys gave you 3 CLs in a row. They gave you that. They gave you 4 CLs in 5. They said, okay, don't like that, I'm going to give you 3 CLs in a row. They gave you 3 CLs in a row. And what these guys are doing is, you know what, we could do it both in the club so that we can pimp and disrespect the CL. We're also going to do it internationally, and these boys are doing it internationally. So the guys that Real Madrid have are some serious flipping dudes. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see who Lopetegui brings in to build upon that, because I just think Modric, Isco, Marcelo, Cristiano, I don't know how you can't shift to those guys. I think those guys are the mainstays, and it's about who can you add to really expand them. But I'll tell you right now, because I'm looking at that tree, and a Croatia-Spain is a very likely quarterfinal. A Croatia-Spain is a very likely quarterfinal, because I'll be of the mindset that I think either Portugal, Spain, Croatia, or Brazil, I think the winner is going to come out of those guys, because Germany are rather there. I don't think France can do it. So I do think that, you know, a main player for Real Madrid, his country is going to come home with the gold, man. But yeah, man, I know guys will say, quite not real guys, but you got to be real, man. The players who, for me, have really shone and grabbed my attention the most, well, you could probably put Coutinho in there. I'll do that vid. Have really grabbed my attention of what they've done over 90 minutes for me. It has been Isco and Modric. Modric and Isco have been the two players who have like, these guys are really shining for me. They're really grabbing my attention. Nobody else has been able to really regulate over 90 minutes the way that these dudes have been. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.